Saludos a todo el mundo, soy Danska y os doy la bienvenida al episodio número 17 de Starfield. Sigamos. Me he ido a tumbarme un ratito en la cama que me dio la espalda de la silla, tío. Ya pensé esperar a mi aniversario y Navidad, que están cerca el uno del otro, para ver si mi chica me compró una, pero igual no aguanto, ¿eh? De hecho, ya es que después de la mudanza a este piso, ya me sonaba raro.
Found a clutch of heat leeches, breeding.
A ver, que sigue siendo más cómoda que... Sigue siendo más cómoda que lo que tenía antes, ¿no? Pero, joder. Que antes tenía una puta silla plegable.
Adrian.
Percival. My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say,
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back. Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble. That's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. But thank you. I'm just glad you both came through intact. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on two conditions. One, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And two, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us. Well, when the colony war came to a close 19 years ago, with the signing of the armistice, 3 factions were involved in the negotiations. The UC, Freestar, and House Varun. They made a lot of decisions about what sort of tactics should and shouldn't be permitted in future conflicts.
Los de Varun
All
ahora son como
information
fanáticos,
related
¿no?
to the things they decided should be banned was locked away in the archives. Now, it's possible to get things out of there, but only with the agreement of members from all 3 factions. And as to what our research is doing in there, well, I'll get to that. Well, that's about the best news I've had all day. But before you commit, I want to make sure you know the whole story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose.
Hijos de
for what we
puta, ¿eh?
done.
Aunque no me importa, pero me parece muy hijo de puta. Es en plan, estás en una guerra. hacer lo que sea por ganar, incluso modificar aliens y utilizarlos en el campo de batalla. Ahora ganas o se acaba la guerra, no tienes por qué ganarla. Y lo que haces es echar, desterrar a esa gente que ha trabajado en vez de moverla a otras cosas, tío. Como si hubieran hecho algo malo, pero si solamente se lo habrás pedido tú durante la guerra, hijo de puta.
Oh, well, that means a lot. It's not something I'm exactly proud of. But it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the colony war. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it. All right. I'm gonna go get this work up into the cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Ya llegaré, no te
Good
preocupes.
luck. You too.
Eso, dame experiencia. Vale, pues ahora, en principio, vamos a hacer esta misión, gente.
Wow, look who finally had the guts to show up. Looks like Adler finally did something right for once. So, big shot. I hear Adler thinks you're good enough to join our crew. You betting your life on that? Because the only way out of our organization is with a warhead up your grav drive. So, before I put you to work, let's get everything out in the open. I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew. You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little task I have planned for you. There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin Rake. I want him dead. Kill Rake? That's your only option?
Vale, no hace falta matar
If you want my
destruir la nave.
advice, there's only one way to guarantee he dies. It's done when Rake head back here when you're finished.
Vale. A ver si me permiten abordarla. Simplemente hacemos eso. La abordamos, le buscamos, le matamos y nos piramos. No tiene por qué morir gente inocente.
This is Dmitry Moldavsky, pilot of the Ragana. We are... All right. And what are your intentions with this crew? Damn it. I do not have choice, do I? Okay. Docking bay.
Así me gusta. Además es un traidor de la flota Carmesí. Quiero decir, no es ningún santo. No me importa matar, la verdad.
I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship. If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece. That is not something I am going to do, not until you reveal your intentions. As far as you are concerned, I am Austin Rick. You want him? Now, do you mind telling us what... Damn it. I do not have choice, do I?
Is that all it takes for you to flip on me, Dimitri? Unbelievable.
It is either you or all of us, Austin. I am sorry.
Cut the crap and just admit it. You're a coward. You know, I almost bought it. All that crap about helping people and making a difference. But at the end of the day, you're no different from the fleet. When push comes to shove, you only care about yourself.
This is hopeless! I'm out!
Nadie ha salido más herido, ¿no? Que tengáis buen día. Ha disparado el primero, ¿eh? Ojo, cuidado. Que conste.
Anything I can help you with, Captain?
Indicators are green. We're free.
Mira, es que tengo una pedazo de nave ahora mismo. Le tuve que poner más motores. Porque no era capaz de moverse cuando le puse más cargo. Y más puntos de aterrizaje.
Damn mercs just don't know how to take a hit. Hey, Rook, wanna help me with some target practice?
Enemy's grab drive out. Enemy shield generator. Target
Their
shield
shields are
their
down.
shields are gone. Take them out. Direct hit to their grab drive. Target has lost shields. They're vulnerable. Target's shields are grab drive is crippled. They're not escaping.
Oh, that just took out their shields.
Madre mía, ¿dónde está? Bueno. Mata a dos. Que conste. A ver, gente, nuevo puntito. Seguimos igual, no tenemos esto. A ver, podemos... No. Esto tampoco lo tengo. Esto tampoco. Pues o bien tiramos por lo de gimnasia o nos ponemos un puntito más aquí. No, espérate, teníamos lo de las pistolas al 4. Aunque esto, si fuera más daño, todavía, pero crítico durante 5 segundos. Teniendo en cuenta que ahora mismo voy más con fusil por la munición, me da un poco igual. Entonces, o tiramos de... Desbloquear la función de apuntado de la nave. ¿Qué es esto? A ver, ¿qué nos daba esto a niveles altos? No sé cuál pillar, gente. Yo voy a pillar esto porque lo tengo y ya es rango 3.
Thanks for the help with the Ecliptic. I had it under
Lo chocamos.
control, but it definitely went faster after you jumped into the fight. Now tell me about the Ragana. Give me some good news, then we can go celebrate. Delgado happy, seeing as our hands are clean. I would have preferred if you hadn't left witnesses behind, but at least you got the job done. Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Well, you're in. Yup, it's that simple. Hope this business with Rakes taught you something. Because I'm about to stick my neck out and vouch for you. If you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send someone after you. We clear? You better stow that crap before you make me change my mind. And now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you signed up for. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key, the fleet calls it home. Head out there as soon as you can.
Vale. Vamos para allá. Ah, tengo que ir a informar primero. ¿Os puedo avisar sin entrar?
You're clear to dock at
No.
docking port 1. The commander will be waiting for you in operations.
Pues cada vez que lo juego me va gustando más, gente, la verdad.
And we're locked in.
La verdad es que sí. Y teniendo en cuenta que está en el Game Pass, me parece la hostia. Quiero decir, yo... De hecho, yo no me gasté 100 euros, ni lo he comprado, ¿eh? Yo no me gasté 100 euros para jugarlo, al principio. Yo lo que hice, en el Game Pass había una opción de, una vez estás suscrito, pagar creo que son 35 euros y tener acceso anticipado desde el Game Pass. Y es lo que hice. Aunque no descarto, a ver, estando en el Game Pass voy a aguantar unos cuantos meses. Porque sí, lo jugaré yo creo una sola vez seguramente. Y yo creo que para las rebajas de verano del año que viene ya habrá un descuento interesante. Para la vez de invierno no creo que haya nada. Y me lo pillaré ahí.
I understand certain liberties must be taken to maintain your cover, but your core morality has to remain intact. If you let your role strip that away, you become one of them. You're of no use to me. Understood? The Crimson Fleet is motivated purely by material wealth. Bloodshed is typically a side effect.
Se me va a poner tontito porque ha muerto un renegado de la flota. Venga ya, hombre.
But if it jeopardizes the mission, we'll evaluate when the time comes.
Si yo te escuché la primera vez, pero no te he hecho caso.
Hearing and comprehending are two different things. Let's hope for both our sakes that you fully understand the situation. Now I want to make this crystal clear. You do what you can to stay in the fleet, but there is an ethical line we cannot cross. Do something like this again, and you're out. Permanently. But for now, we will continue with the briefing. Were you at least able to join the fleet? Then it worked. You're in. As distasteful as your methods were, at least you managed to complete the job. Now it's time for the next phase of the mission.
Our intel on Serie was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on her good side will ensure you get into the Crimson Fleet. Yes, you passed your first test and you're still alive. But before we get too confident, That either means she suspects nothing, or she intends to make an example of you later. Just remember, these are ruthless criminals, so don't let your guard down.
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed by their cunning. You should proceed with caution, regardless of how well you think you've ingratiated yourself.
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda? Where you'll meet Delgado, no doubt.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on his background. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but
Dime que se llama Antonio.
Delgado's
Antonio Delgado.
most of all.
Ojalá.
In any case, now that you're with the fleet, you'll be operating independently. We will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance for now, especially while you're on the key. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses, should we need to engage with the fleet in the future.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the information to the crew. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. It certainly increased my estimates on success. Keep up the good work. We'll expect further reports. Dismissed.
A ver. Nombre: Delegado, edad 44 años, personalidad: inteligente, astuto, cuidadoso y calculador. Originario de la ciudad de Aquila, Delgado comenzó a delinquir a una edad muy temprana a pesar de pertenecer a una familia acomodada. Sus padres le exiliaron con la esperanza de corregir su comportamiento, pero solo sirvió para que aumentara su actividad delictiva, que culminó con el robo de un carguero con el que se inició en la flota Carmesí. Delgado es un líder astuto e inteligente sin tendencias impulsivas. Dirige la flota Carmesí con puño de hierro, pero ha dado libertad a sus piratas para hacer lo que mejor hacen. Neva Mora, impulsiva, temperamental, intensa y provocativa. Nació y se crió en Neón, donde quedó huérfana a una edad temprana. Pasó la mayor parte de su juventud detenida por crímenes de todo tipo, desde asaltos con agresión hasta hurto mayor, y visitó la cárcel de Sister con asiduidad. A los 22 años partió en un transporte hacia Aquila, finalmente la reclutó la flota Carmesí. Apéndice: a medida que se recaba información de los capitanes de la flota Carmesí, se irán añadiendo más perfiles. Vale. Pedro Camp. Pues que os den. No valoráis mi talento. De verdad. Además, en teoría fue en defensa propia. Él disparó primero. No a mí, me disparó a otra persona. Que si no le mato yo, entiendo, a lo mejor. Si no disparo, le matan. Él dispara al capitán y entre todos los demás le matan a él. A lo mejor. Así no me echan tanto la bronca. Quiero pensar.
Clamps released. Air pressure stable. Thrusters are a go. Ready.
Preparando salto al hiperespacio.
Nice jump. We're right on target.
Abajo. ¿Me ha bugueado o qué? Vale. Y a lo mejor aquí esta gente es la que te vende piezas de la nave que tenga para contrabando y cosas así.
Grab jump spinning down. Will you just look at those stars?
Vale, ¿qué es? Hostia, pensaba que estaba dentro del planeta. No, no, no. Es una estación estelar, espacial. No sé cómo llamarlo.
Time to cycle the airlock and move.
Get out of my face. You said the dig was 10K, but it was
Segundo, gente.
big difference on 40% of 10 versus 30. You wanted 4K, you got 4K. Not my problem. If you're stealing from me, you bet your ass it's your problem.
You kidding me? Way to make a mess in front of my new rook.
Hey, steal from me and get caught. Better off dead.
Sounds like you did the fleet a favor. Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air freshener. The hell took you so long? Forget how to grab jump or something? Please. It'd be one less sloppy rook whose mess I had to clean up. The last thing I need is another Austin rake getting cold feet. You want to leave the fleet? You pay the price. Not in credits, but in blood. I don't care. Time is money and you've wasted both. That ends today. Clear? But, all that aside, you made it. So now, you get to hear a nifty history lesson. Pencils ready? Good. This floating scrap heap you're standing on is called the Key. Used to be an old UC military star station, and now it's the fleet's base of operations. Might look a little beat up on the outside, but we keep it together. Oh, well, I'll get right on that. A few plans, some throw pillows, and maybe this place will meet with your approval. Okay, sunshine? Anyway, I'll tell you all about the Key, but it's better if I show you too. Follow me. All right, history time. So, the Key is in orbit around Suvorov. That's the very same ice ball where the United Colonies built a supermax prison they call the Lock.
Un segundo. Que me acabo de acordar una cosa. Típico de los juegos de Bethesda. Siguen sin poder hacer que el jugador ande a la misma velocidad que los NPCs. Vale, ¿cómo se accede a la consola de esto, gente? ¿Hace algo especial? Starfield Enable Console.
Ver. Supermax prison, lock, key.
En teoría... Espérate. No, no se me abre.
You, huh?
Joder. Voy a investigarlo un poco. Es que hay un comando, gente. Y si le pones sped mul 130, pues va a llenar a mi velocidad. Entonces, como que lo voy a hacer. Vale, voy a pausar el vídeo mientras consigo habilitar la consola, gente. No os imagináis la que tengo que liar. O sea, no sé qué tecla es en el teclado español. Yo tengo que cambiar la configuración de Windows. Por cierto, con esto se me van a quitar los logros, pero me da igual. He tenido que cambiar el teclado, la configuración de Windows, en idiomas. Dentro del idioma español, le he quitado el teclado español y le he puesto Estados Unidos. No sé si esto me cambia. Sí. Entonces voy a volver a ponerlo. Como no voy a utilizar los trucos para. Vamos aquí, español. Pero que estaría bien sería poder decirle, quiero que utilices ahora este o este sin quitarlo. Pero bueno. Vale, y ahora ya. No, no se me ha quitado. Espérate, a ver si ahora. Ah, vale, ahora sí. En teoría en este teclado debería ser esta tecla. Pero no. No sé. No sé, gente. Pero bueno, ahora en teoría, por cierto, igual he liado, ¿eh? Sin que entre una granada aquí.
The hell took you so long?
Vale, no pasa nada.
Never apologize. And if they don't but pencils ready? This might look a little bit. Oh, anyway.
Entonces ahora en teoría.
All right. History time. So, the key is in orbit around Suvorov. That's the very same ice ball where the United Colonies built a supermax prison they call the Lock.
Qué gusto poder andar como los
UC
NPCs,
is so
joder.
clever. Supermax prison, lock, key. Cute, huh?
Pues va un poquito más rápido. Eso de que 130 es la velocidad del NPC, no sé yo, ¿eh?
Now, we've got everything the fleet needs right here. Of course, you've got to pay for it. Remember, on the key, credits.
Sí, un momento, gente. Voy a modificarla de nuevo. Pues otra vez tengo que venirme aquí. Opciones del idioma. Agregar teclado. Estados Unidos. Quitamos el de España. Voy a probar con 150. De momento voy a mantener este teclado.
What the hell is this?
All right, hang on, Nav. Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
Pero es que vamos a ir más rápido, gente. ¿Qué pasa con la cámara?
This here's Jasmine.
Ahora.
You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered.
¿Qué pasa con la cámara?
We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the Lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us some fun, neighbor. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous vices, Elutra.
Anyway, welcome to the deep.
Vamos mucho más rápido, gente.
Lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Esto no se nota tanto.
It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us.
Vamos a dejarlo en 130, vamos a probar, venga.
She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on. Back to my story. After the liberated prisoners grabbed the key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Cricks had a lot to do with all that, but we'll get to him later. Rook, meet Zuri, queen of the rare exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way? Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss.
Lo malo es que no me he enterado del otro
Beehive. Ain't exactly easy to
la otra persona con quien he hablado. No sé qué daba. Tengo que verlo en
pretty much anything.
esta mercancía.
Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Mizra. She'll patch you up, if you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you don't? Okay, this is our final stop. Over there, you've got the last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices. And right here is the most important place on the entire station. The Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new Rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit, given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Rape? It's been taken care of, all right? I don't like loose ends, and this Rook is the one who tied it off.
Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices. It's far more cost-effective.
Yeah, love you too, darling. Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood. The money. We call him our Reckoner, but if you ask me, he's actually a pain in the ass.
And Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Time for a proper introduction. I am Shinya Voss, the official reckoner for the Crimson Fleet. And since Neva so thoughtfully mentioned it, yes, this is a bomb embedded in my chest. And no, I'll never know the meaning of the word humble. In fact, I find Delgado's idea of a security measure to be quite empowering.
A ver, a mí como Daniel me parece exagerado. A Ritz le parece...
Glad you approve. Obviously, betrayal isn't taken lightly around here. Since I oversee the bulk of transactions and maintain all accounts for the fleet, I'm a prime target for information. Should our enemies capture me or I grew any semblance of a moral conscience, you might consider me the greatest threat we have. For Delgado, the bomb grants peace of mind and a certain degree of safety. It's why he's the boss. Of course, I'm not the first reckoner to bear a bomb under my ribcage, but Delgado was smart enough to continue the tradition. Now, let me get you set up. A moment while I convene with the core. Thanks to advanced modifications even Ryujin would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner. There, you're done. All you need now is Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us. The perfect segue into my final subject. Thanks to our relations with contacts across the galaxy, we always have a steady stream of jobs available. I've granted you all the necessary permissions to access these listings at any time, using the computers that surround the core. If Neva's chosen wisely, we certainly will. Now, I believe that covers all I have to say, so you can run along. Take the elevator to the upper level.
Entonces entiendo que...
You can all stop complaining. Atrium to cargo bay doors have been repaired.
Entiendo que donde pillamos misiones de eliminación, suministro y tal, nos van a dar ahora también misiones de esta facción.
The fleet's the only family you
there's
need.
our other new recruit. So, now that we are all here, it's time to get down to business. The two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they won't be joining us ever again. Neva's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you, which means you've got what it takes to join the Crimson Fleet. If dealing with the Ragana was at the limit of your capabilities, then you have a serious problem on your hands. You are already in too deep to quit. And I can promise you, it only gets more difficult from here. All right, let's get started here. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the long haul. No one quits. No one retires. The only way out is death. You stay loyal or you pay the consequences. Fleet before
Conocemos a uno que lo dejó,
Fleet
a Vladimir,
family.
de la constelación.
Fleet before yourself. Boss. Good. You're getting it already. I like that.
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
I'm impressed. That is the first intelligent thing you have said this entire time, Mathis. Since you two seem so eager to move forward, let's get to your next job. Pack your cold weather gear, Rooks. Where we are going, you're going to need it.
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvarol for another one of your little initiation runs. 10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead rooks. You'd think by now you would have given up on that goddamn campfire story.
Crix's legacy is no story, Neva. We've got fresh eyes in the fleet. And if these two want to impress, they're going to help me search those ruins.
I hope you're right, Dale. That new code we grabbed for the lot cost us a ton of credits. And a decent captain.
This initiation, as Neva calls it, is your chance to see where it all began. On Suvorov with Jasper Crix. Crix led the riots that gave birth to the Crimson Fleet. And if his legacy is still out there, we're going to be the ones to find it. What? Were you expecting a goddamn graduation ceremony? Think I'm just going to slap a skull on you and send you on your way? Make no mistake. You are being tested all the time. Every job you take will be under constant scrutiny. And Neva? Oh, she's just waiting for you to screw things up. Before Crix left the fleet, he left a message talking about a major score. One that would set up the fleet to be a big player in the settled systems. Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Crix's legacy. And everyone who's tried to find it has wound up empty-handed, missing, or dead. If we're gonna beat those odds, we'll first need a lead. And I would wager we will find one on Suvorov.
Dale's leaving out the best part. That this whole search is based on a handful of words on a very old slate. Crix left a lot of big talk on that recording, and not a lot of facts. Some of us believe in it more than others.
Don't listen to her. When we get our hands on Crix's legacy, the fleet will be operating at a completely different level. We will become more than a match for UC Sistef. Exactly. Now you're beginning to understand. Okay, enough discussion. We have got a lot of work to do. To that end, the next stop is the lock. I've had Jazz feed the coordinates into your ship's computer. Since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see you down there, Rook. Don't keep me waiting.
Vale. Ok. Ah, no, espérate. ¿Por dónde hemos subido? Por aquí. Quiero ver los NPCs estos. A ver quién vende, qué venden y demás.
You check out the Reckoner's core. She's a beaut, ain't she?
I hope you came with... Hey, I'm always...
Cañón largo. Disparo en ráfagas, nada. Hostia, esto mola, ¿eh? 62 de daño. Nada de lo que necesito. Tampoco tienes...
I sell a little bit of everything, but only if it's hard. Neuroamps, a few unique resources, maybe anything that's rare and...
Pues muchacha, no me parece que tengas nada del otro mundo. Sí, a lo mejor estos recursos son complicados de encontrar. Los compro todos por si acaso.
Don't miss me too much.
¿Y la otra persona con la que he hablado por el tour? ¿Has sido tú?
Buy from me, you can look good and protect your ass at the same time. It's a twofer. No price is too high. I'll only the...
Hombre, es que la armadura de los piratas está increíble, ¿eh? Es que está muy bien, gente, visualmente.
Well, only the best tactical gear to protect. Metal plated for when you're up against bullets. All made by yours truly. See ya.
Looking to make quick work of your enemy? Well, everyone... Hey, if you want to pork... I carry most... Occasionally, I stock a few smuggled items. Just don't screw me over or I'll be inclined to give you a free... Oh, we all have a little advice, Sadiqi. The fleet's trust can't be bought. You earn it. Anyone who says otherwise is either lying or getting ready to stab you.
Gracias.
Well, most people just glaze over and learn the hard way. Maybe there's more to you than I... Just gotten a new ship?
Leyenda pirata. Fusil láser, pero no tiene nada del otro mundo. Tampoco tienes una escopeta con silenciador, me encanta.
Need more weapons or ammo? Come see me.
Ship service.
You might think it's funny, but loyalty.
So, looks like we got her. Once again, I'm Jazz. Like Neva said, you need ship parts, repairs? It may not be wider, but it's not on the books, if that's what you're getting at. I can guarantee your ship will be in good hands. So, we got the best selection in the settled systems. Illegal, unregistered, recalled. We sell it all. No questions asked. Anything that keeps the UC, just let me know when you want to talk. I don't mind helping.
A ver, ¿qué naves
I've
tienes a la
got
venta?
plenty.
Pero ahora tengo dinero. Ya, esta está guapa, ¿eh? Y un reactor B. Ya está de reactor C. ¿Cuánto cuestan? Aquí vale. 236.000. Toma ya. 72.000, 92.000, 128.000. Pues esta la podríamos comprar. Pero me sea más rentable modificar la mía, entiendo.
You've got stuff to smuggle. If you've got the credits, I've got the... I bet you would.
Vale, a ver. Entonces entiendo que si yo voy a... Bueno, por cierto, no lo he enseñado, pero esta es la nave que robé. Pero ves, le toca dar la G registrar y me piden... Ah, 13.000, pensaba que eran 130 y pico mil. Ah, bueno. Esta tiene dotación para 4. Casco, capacidad de carga 200 solo. Lo cual es un poco... Es que esta tiene 2200 de carga, gente, pero claro. Fijaros en... Tiene una masa de 1036. Y el movimiento es esto de aquí, el dist, creo. Es que dobla en masa la otra, tío. Es increíble. A ver, podría quitar estos, la verdad. Bueno, vamos a ver. Vamos a ver qué tenéis. Vale, tienen motores de clase B, pero claro, yo no le puedo poner un clase B, creo. Porque mi reactor es de clase A. Es que funciona así la... Por lo que he estado viendo funcionaba así. En plan, a ver. Solo se permite un motor. Tendría que buscar dónde está el otro motor. Que es este. Ah, pues sí. Sí que me ha dejado. Pensaba que si el reactor no era de clase B, no podías... Bueno, igualmente el motor tampoco te creas tú que... Tampoco te creas tú que es importante para mí ahora mismo. O sea, ese motor en concreto. Estos motores pues sí, porque me daría más movimiento. Bueno, a ver. Pero escúchame, yo quiero ver el resto de cosas. A ver. Vale, lo primero que necesitaríamos, gente, sería cambiar o bien los motores, que nos van a dar más movilidad. Aunque me gustaría cambiar la mierda esta. El reactor. Porque me está faltando energía. Vamos a sacar esto. Reactores. Vamos en la puta. Es que te piden pilotaje rango 3. No 2 ni 1, 3. Aunque genera menos energía en realidad. Pero escúchame, si solamente puedo tener un reactor. Los reactores son una mierda. No entiendo, gente. No entiendo dónde está la lógica de esto. No te encuentras en ningún lado. Quiero ver el mensajito de... Solo se permite un reactor, ¿veis? Pero claro, con un reactor así de mierda... No le puedo poner muchas cosas. Pues me falta energía. Por ejemplo, lo que quiero mejorar ahora mismo, que es importante, sinceramente, es el tema de la movilidad. Déjame ver cargamento, tenéis bodegas ocultas, eso es. Voy a cambiar algunas cosas de cargamento por eso, yo creo. A veces se queda así como bugueado. Vale, necesito duplicar esto. Y ahora creo que sí que te puedo poner este. La nave contiene módulos que superan la clase del reactor, eso es, efectivamente. Esto es clase B, no se lo puedo poner, gente. Hasta que tenga un reactor de clase B. Vale, pues voy a hacer lo mismo. Vale, movilidad 84 está bastante mejor. Joder. Tengo que quitar motores, claro. Es que esto es una mierda, gente, de verdad. Pero es que tampoco hay unos reactores mucho más allá que esto, es lo que me está extrañando. No sé si en el resto de... Hostia, es que me ha dejado loquísimo. Energía generada 18. 21. No sé si a lo mejor hay alguna forma. A lo mejor el pilotaje te permite poner... Vale, cancelar. No voy a hacer ningún cambio. A lo mejor el pilotaje te permite poner más reactores. Es lo que me quiero imaginar. Porque si no, no lo entiendo. ¿Dónde está el pilotaje? Tiene que haber algo para la energía. Estoy seguro. No sé, voy a investigarlo, gente, por mi cuenta. Vale, voy a dejarlo por aquí. Nos hemos unido a la flota Carmesí. En el siguiente vídeo vamos a seguir avanzando con esta gente a ver qué tipo de misiones hay y demás, que tengo curiosidad. Y nada, gente, espero que os haya gustado. Como siempre, si es así, darle like al vídeo, suscribiros al canal y dejar comentarios. Si no queréis, no lo hagáis, no pasa nada, pero siempre ayuda un montón al canal. Y nos vemos en el siguiente. Hasta luego.